All right, you guys, I just brought this SEARS ST16 home. Bought it from a guy. I don't know if it runs. He had no information on it other than he bought a house from a guy that was a hoarder and he had this sitting out back. So we're gonna try to see what we're in for. I can already tell it's got some issues just from looking at it with the hood right there. That's kind of a bummer. Missing a steering wheel. We do have the 3-point hitch on the back, and then I also picked up a moldboard single point plow from him on the deal. So looking at it, this was kind of suspect. I don't know, it's kind of janky. A hose into a filter, into another little short hose, into a settlement bowl, and then it was cut for the fuel. Let's see what we got under the hood. Maybe. There it goes. And that's what we got underneath the hood. So the battery that was in it was dead. Stuck this one in. Sat here and messed with the key switch, which is broke, and we got nothing. And I wasn't sure how these things work. Messed with that, pushed it all the way in. So the next thing to do is figure out what's going on with the gas. Well, I guess we should pull that spark plug. Oh shoot. Let's look at this first off. We have oil. It looks like it is slightly over full. Doesn't look too bad either. Let's pull that spark plug out. Let's see what we get with that. See if we even got a spark. Looks kind of nasty down in there. All right. Hold on. Let's see if we got a spark. Ugh. Got spark. We just got to get gas and see if this motor will run. Well, hold on a second. Let me put a little gas in there. Just one sec. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, let's dump a little fuel in and see what happens. I put a little bit in this little cap here. I don't want to get it all over the place. I kind of am. There's a little bit in there. Let's see what that does. Spark plug. So it looks like I've got 1, 2 flat tires. Looks like a couple are holding air. Okay. See if we got fire in the hole. We're gonna have to do something with this dash for sure. Oh my gosh. All right, you ready? Here we go. All right, that's promising. That's probably burned up the gate a little bit we dumped in there. Let's put some gas in the tank. Let's look at the tank actually. Looks pretty bone dry down in there. Let me add a little bit in there and see if we've got a fuel pump. Follow this line back. We've got a fuel pump here. Let's see if that fuel pump's going to push anything out this line here. Hold on a sec. Let me put some gas in that tank. Okay, you guys, we got a little fuel in the tank. Let's crank it a few times, see if anything comes out that hose. Wear out that old starter. Let me put a little air pressure in this tank and see if that's all it needs. One sec. Just me blowing a little air in there, push some fuel out of it, see if it'll pump. So I think we've got a bad fuel pump. That's probably why they got that line cut. Let's see what to do for now. Gravity feed. Like to get it to run for a minute so I can sit there and see if it'll drive a little bit. Let me see if this other tractor over here's got a fuel pump on it. I've got this one sitting back here. This is a GT18. I might be able to put that nose cone on. That one's not in bad shape. And of course, it doesn't look like we've got any kind of fuel pump on this one. Nothing there. Might have to do a little research. See what we need to do to get fuel to that guy. Let me get back to you in a minute, see what we can come up with. Before I get a little crazy on that, I mean, if I come back in here, fuel's been running out. Let me just bypass this whole crazy fuel setup they got here. Get this off, maybe. All right, you guys, let's cut that off there now. Let's see what will happen here. You see the fuel just wants to run out. Let's just stick that on there like that for now. It's not a permanent fix, but I'm kind of a little nervous about all the fuel I got on the ground. Let me get that cleaned up, then we'll give it a shot. I want to burn it down. Well, now we got fuel running out of the carburetor, so looks like we're gonna be pulling the carburetor apart. There's the carburetor part. Any guesses on why it wouldn't run? And that float was stuck and the fuel was pouring out. I hope we don't have a hole in this. We got some goo down in there. Let me pull that a little further apart and see what we're dealing with. Maybe get that fuel to go through there, get it cleaned up. You guys, I just gave up. The other day I just got kind of frustrated with the fuel system and I gave up. But here it is a few days later, and as you can see, there's quite a few things that have changed. Starting with new tires front and rear. The dashboard is now different. That is homemade out of metal and has been powder coated. We've got a chain steering wheel, which I've got one on the other tractor like it. I kind of like them. And the hood has been painted and fixed. My crappy fiberglass job right there. It is holding up nicely though, so that should work. Underneath the hood, oh, let me pop this side up. Underneath the hood, we've got a new fuel pump down there. That was the big issue. It was not pumping fuel at all. So that fixed that. And then we couldn't get the carburetor to run quite right. So this carburetor's off the other tractor. The carburetor that was on this one, I'll order a rebuild kit, see if we can get that fixed. And got messed around with all the gauges. Completely went through and redid all the wiring down in there. There was wire nuts everywhere. I do have a couple on here, but this is just temporary. And let's see, keys on. We've got headlights. We've got us a tail light. And you can see we've got mud on the tires, so we've been out playing. Got the plow on. Got a gear. No, not out of gear. Put it in reverse. There we go. There she is running. That was kind of fun. Could have went right through the garage door. Anyway, I'll steal the seat off the other tractor. That's got a new seat on it. And we'll cut to plowing the garden. First time doing it, so Didn't really know what I was doing, but I got the garden plowed and it looks good. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.